Being financially stable isn't so much about bringing in tons of money, so much as it is about using what money you do have wisely. If there is a TV that usually costs $1,000 but is on sale for $800, I'm not really saving $200 so much as I'm spending $800. Money is an important resource in Escape from Tarkov. So today, I want to help you understand how you can be more financially stable. Keep in mind this doesn't necessarily mean rich, just comfortable. If at all you come across a tip that just hadn't occurred to you during this video, please consider leaving a like and a comment, because if you didn't think about it, someone else probably didn't think about it. And doing both can help circulate this video in the Tarkov community. Number 1. Trader build presets. When you unlock the workbench and the flea market, you can start to heavily modify your weapons and create custom builds. Only problem is, parts on the flea market can be expensive. One thing, however, you can almost always count on are those same parts being cheaper through in-game traders. This is partly why it's important to level up your traders. A weapon that might cost you 100,000 rubles altogether to build could just be a few $100 to a trader. A personal favorite is a simple MP5 build with Peacekeeper. Peacekeeper sells all his parts for a decent MP5 for American dollars, which can be cheaper than that thousands of rubles people might charge on the flea market. Some parts don't even cost money, but can actually be exchanged with items, which is usually always cheaper, and that brings me to my next point, which I'll talk about after I show you how nice this trader build MP5 actually is. It's accurate and it's cheap. Barter items. Unlike some games where you can loot literal junk or rubbish, everything in Tarkov has a purpose or value. Most people will collect cigarettes for a mission they need to do for a mechanic, but did you know you can get a full durability AWM from Prapor for just 8 packs of cigarettes? I don't know about you, but I'm always finding cigarettes in coat pockets, filing cabinets, and even duffel bags. They are so easy to come by that there's no reason I need to spend 80,000 rubles on a decent sniper rifle. As mentioned in my last point on trader builds, I usually get that MP5 for just 8 little knives. I spawn in with a knife on scavs all the time. I loot those from scavs all the time. The everyday stuff you pass over when looting because you're too concerned about the big scores are the items that will provide you with the most financial benefit, and that's why my third tip is loot the small stuff. I know that car battery goes for about 50,000 rubles on the flea market, and you can buy a nice little vest, maybe a level 3 armor with it, but you just skipped over those hunting matches like they don't mean a thing. Now I could buy a Tarzan vest for 20,000 rubles. It has a lot of pockets, decent camo, all the other good stuff, right? Or better yet, I could pick up those hunting matches I found in Raid and trade them for a Tarzan vest from Jaeger. Hell, instead of spending 20,000 rubles on the vest in the flea market, I could buy the matches for 9,000 rubles and get the vest from Jaeger. A little side tip here that's not included in this video: the only things you want to put in your secure inventory are the things that you can use without the found in raid status. I know it's exciting to unlock the flea market, but you can do pretty well without it if you invest in your traders. Which is another thing I want to somewhat talk about. Do business with traders, not just the flea market. Once we unlock the flea market, we can easily forget that before we had it, we were selling to traders for our money. It can cause us to overlook the financial benefits of traders, like no fee for trading. Take this Michael Myers mask for example. I can sell it on the flea market for 10,400 rubles if I want to be competitive, but there's a posting fee of 1,741 rubles. Let me do the math for you. 10,400 rubles minus 1,741 will give me a profit of 8,659 rubles. How much would I get for selling it to Ragman instead? The answer, 9,300 rubles. I get more of a return selling to a trader than I would on the flea market in this case. Speaking of returns, let's talk about tip number 5, insuring your gear. I know, insuring your gear can cost money you currently might think you don't have, but I assure you, insuring your gear can save you more money than it will cost you in the long run. For example, here on Shoreline, I find a guy with the rig I want, but I'm already wearing some nice Gazelle armor. So what do? Insurance fraud, baby. I find a corner in a room I know no one will think to loot, and I ditch the armor I'm currently wearing. I then proceed to take homeboy shit like the filthy rat I am. And guess what? One day later, Prapor comes through with that same armor I ditched, in perfect health. I promise, it's the same one I ditched because there's no found in raid status on it, much like the other items I've insured and gotten back. The armor I'm currently wearing was insured, but I died in it. Durability was dropped to 0 actually, so I suppose the guy who killed me didn't want it. But I bet that guy didn't have an armor kit because I was able to repair it to a decent level and make it usable again. So yes, insure your gear. You don't always get it back, but when you do, it saves you so much money. If you can do these 5 things, I can almost guarantee you'll be better off financially than you have in the past. You don't need to be rich in Tarkov so you can be careless about dying in raid. You just need to be financially stable enough so you can be unbothered about dying in raid. If you found these tips helpful, please like, comment, or maybe even share this video to help get this info out to the rest of the community. And for more content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and turn your notifications on. Until next time, Full Metal Nerd, out.